Come on, up, up. So here we go, back on YouTube. It's been a few months, but had to sort quite a lot of stuff out. Still selling our house, which is a pain. I sold my bike, which is a bit sad, but good as well. It's gone to a good guy. We've got a new intro. Hopefully you like it, and yeah, let's get to it. Go on, pups. Let's get in front of the camera. Come on, let's go. Come on. Hey, yep. Come on. Hello. So it's quite exciting today. We've got Chris from Project North Geomatics on site. This is a setting out company. They're going to mark all the screw positions for the house. I think we've got 96 in total, 60 odd for the structure of the house, and then the rest for all the decking and the walkway over the pond and stuff like that. And they're also going to mark out the points for the slab for the workshop. So this is pretty good, isn't it, pups? We'll see how accurate my original marking out was. Probably not very accurate. Ready to rock? Let's go. Go! Come on. Chris, so what's the process, generally? How you set this up?
So for setting out, we take the drawings from the architect or engineers. They're on grid usually already. We take the points that are required from those. We come to site.
Yeah.
We hope to come off existing control. We couldn't in this case because the original topo survey was done quite a while ago. Yeah. So a lot of the points aren't here. So we established a new control network first on grid, and then we set out from there.
Observation stored.
So the only reference point you could find was about half a mile away, right?
Yeah, it was
at the roadside.
Road, yeah, which was next to useless.
Not very accurate, is it? No. Yeah. Because it was literally about nearly 4 years that they did the topo originally, topographical survey of this site.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Stuff has changed a little bit, and there's been a few storms here and there, and
trees come down and plenty traffic through and whatnot.
Yeah.
It'll pull the ground markers out, no problem. So
yeah, cool. And so, how do you use this fella? And you've got another one set up over there.
So over there, that one's set up over one of our control points. This was set up over another one here.
Okay.
I've put a few stickers up around as well in case we need to come back at any point.
So you put markers on the cabins?
Yeah.
So they're sort of permanent references?
So semi-permanent, obviously they're stickers so that you can peel them off.
Okay.
If needed. We just put them there, they're up and out the way. They're not going to move at all while your building process is going on.
Right.
So once we're completely finished on site, if we don't need to come back way down the line or whatever, if they go, then it doesn't matter too much.
Okay. And that's there because when we start building, put the screws in, if there's a challenge or a dispute, you can come and quickly use those to quickly.
Yeah, and everything's on the same reference grid as to what we've used today. So from going forward from now, we've got 2 ground points. There's one there. There's one which that one's set over. We've got 2 over there, and we've got and we're able to come back if needed down the line if any of the points are knocked or if anything else requires setting out again. We can come back, set up, and it'll be on exactly the same control grid. So it's all referenced to each other correctly from the drawings. Brilliant.
Because knocking was a bit of a concern of mine because all these pins in the ground. Because a couple of days ago we had a bit of a breach from a neighbouring field, and about 40 or 50 quite big cows came wandering through, and set off all the CCTV and all sorts. And I was kind of worried because they walked over this. I was kind of worried that once the pins are in, they might trample those. So I need to fix some more fences. That's what I need to do.
Absolutely.
We've got a lot of broken fences around here. Great. I'm excited. It's kind of a funky shape, and
It's going to look brilliant.
as you well know. And crucially, and if it's hopefully it's on shot, this was the original point of the corner of the like a lounge window, like a feature window. And I'm 1.4 meters off here.
There we go. That's not bad going.
Pretty good going, isn't it? Although I'm 3 meters off down at that end, so I measured it.
That's the way it works.
It's pretty ropey. Whilst the guy setting out guy is doing his work, would you believe I spotted a stump that I missed? This fella here. It's not quite in the house. That's the sort of boundary of the house there. But there's also a sort of a decking, a walkway area follows the line of the house. And it's pretty close to this stump, so I'm going to take it out. All the flags are in, all the columns are marked out, the setting out is done. I'm pleased with it so far, it looks good. I just need to visualize it a bit better. So I've got a load of brick line, I've already done the workshop, and I'll get the drone up and we can see how it sits on the land, how it actually sits on the land. And you can help me, pups. She'll help me until I get the drone up, and then she won't help me. Will you? It'll be the opposite of help. That's it. That's the starting point. That's okay. Okay, that's got it. That's it. All these red ones are the structural 200mm columns, and all the white ones are all the 100mm columns for like decking and walkways and stuff. That's good. Gillian, get me a beer. So we've got a bunch of spruce and Douglas fir scattered around the site. Some have fallen down, some have been felled, some are still leaning. I need to do that. I need to do those another day. They're pretty risky. Very risky. Today, well, I need to process these for cladding, or at least get them cut to a usable length for the mill, and then put them in a pile over there. So I'm going to mark them out 5.5 meter lengths, cut the small round off and buck that up for firewood, get all the brash out of the way, and yeah, then get the digger out, pick them up and move them. Let's do it. So I'll start at this blue mark, which is where the flare ends. Right, 5 meters at that point. That's good, I can get that. Right. Can get another 6 meters out of this fella. Yeah, let's go on the other side. 6 meters is more than enough. I don't need 6 meters, but you always leave a bit extra on the ends for milling. So let's cut the firewood first, then this one, and then the tough one at the root plate. Snagged a little bit, it's alright. That'll come out, I think. Just got to lever it that way a bit. Sometimes they're just a little bit hard to predict. Got a big root plate over there. Nothing underneath that one, so it's going to go down. Nothing underneath the other end of this one, so it's going to go up. So I cut underneath first, which is the right thing to do, then cut the top, and it just caught it a little bit. Not a problem, I think. That's it. Yeah! Oh, success. Oh. Oh. Almost time for a cup of tea. After that. Or shall I do the big cut? Nearly lunchtime. Let's do the big one. Let's get the root plate cut off. So I'm going to cut there. Root plates are going to go that way. So I should cut underneath. Well, make a mark first, cut on the top, and do most of the cut underneath, and finish it on the top. And this piece is going to drop, and if it rolls, it'll roll that way, away from me. I hope. I might just put a couple of stumps in the way, just in case. I don't think it could roll towards me. I think that's all right. Yeah. It's not going to come to me. Should be alright. Okay, I'm about to run out of fuel and oil. Time for lunch. Back from a nice lunch. Let's do this thing. It's kind of weird today because I'm doing chainsawing all day. We tried Beatrix out at a day sitting place with a nice walk with loads of dogs. Hoping she's enjoying that. It's kind of quiet without her. But when I run the chainsaw, we've got to put her on the deck, close the gate because it's just too dangerous. So she's having a good time. That's the most important thing. Right. That's where the cut's going to be. Let's get these out of the way. Right. Let's cut the top first. Finish on the bottom. Because that's going to drop and it will crush there. Not sure what's going to happen with the root plate. We'll see. It isn't going to affect me. I'm safe here. I think that's all the way through. Yeah. I thought the root plate would go, but I guess not. I'm going to get the digger out anyway, so that'll move it. Yeah. Right. Next job. Well, it's been a pretty good day today. Shame I didn't have the dog, but you know, she's had good fun, apparently. Looking at the photos anyway, more fun than me probably. I got quite a lot of logs ready for processing. These are going to be our cladding eventually, once we do some stuff. More about that later. It's going to be good. Everything's going to be made on site. No purchase cladding, nothing like that. So I'm going to pick up the dog now. I'm sure she's missed me.